What's up, guys? So, earlier today, we went and checked out Fantastic Four. So, something that I've been wanting to do with my channel is review good movies or good TV shows that are on streaming, but I also want to review really good movies that come out, like stuff that I'm interested. I'm not going to always review every movie that comes out in theaters because I don't have the time or the money to see every single movie. What?
Can we start over?
Why?
Your hair.
Oh yeah, it's because I took off my
I can't
hat.
stop looking at it.
We don't need to start over. It's fine. It hasn't even been a minute.
It's just like a little puff up here.
Yeah, my hair does weird shit, man. It is what it is, dog. We're keeping this in. It's fine. I don't care.
Fix that puff, boy.
Is it puff better?
Yeah, it's better.
Okay?
Sorry, so sorry. Continue.
It's still kind of doing it.
It's the headphone.
Yeah. I don't care, dude. My hair's weird. Whatever.
That little one.
Yeah, dude. It's still doing it. Damn it. It's because I don't brush my hair enough. Because I'm a lazy slut.
You're not a lazy slut. She's got thick hair like mama.
Well, I don't brush it because I'm a lazy slut.
Whatever you say. Better.
I feel like there's still like a fin.
It's better though. It's not as noticeable.
Whatever, I'm finning it, dude. It's fine.
Shark bait. Hoo-ha-ha.
So, Fantastic Four, I was skeptical of because this is now the fourth time they're trying to make it.
Yeah.
But I'm very happy and very excited to say that it was fantastic. I had a great time. I think it really goes back to Marvel's roots in like phase 1 and phase 2, like the early stages of Marvel. It's really the futurism in it is really cool. It's a lot like a Jetsons, 60s to 70s vibe.
Too, yeah.
While being really futuristic, and the technology is super cool. It's corny, but like a good corny, It's kind of like the American classical feel of like, family in a sense of togetherness. The actors knocked it out of the freaking park. The family dynamic of it was great between them and Pedro Pascal. I'm so bad at actors' names that I don't know very well.
Pedro's the only one I know.
There's Johnny Storm, which is a flame guy. There's Sue Storm, which she is pretty badass in this movie too. The Thing, which I kind of forgot his name. And then the stretchy guy, Mr. Fantastic, but I forgot his name. But whatever. Mr. Fantastic and Sue. It's basically a story around them starting their own little family. And I'm not going to spoil anything, but it's a story around that. It's very family oriented. You could take the kids to go and see this, which I would highly recommend kids watching this.
It's great because it is for all ages. Like, you can go as an adult and take your kids and they'll have a good time, and so will you.
Yeah. And it's good storytelling. There's not
very
heartfelt. I've seen some reviews out there that it just didn't really hit for them, and that it wasn't enough, or it wasn't memorable, which is, I call bullshit. Honestly, there was a lot of heart in it. Sure, they maybe could have hammered home a little bit more in a couple things, but I think it was done.
The story took me where it needed to.
The story took me where it was hitting me in my feels, like it was.
I didn't cry, you cried.
It does. It does get you if you go there with an open mind. Like, you don't even need to go there with an open mind. Like, it's just a good movie. It's really good. I think it deserves a 9 out of 10, honestly, because it's a movie that I keep thinking about. And I after we first watched it, I said 10 out of 10.
Yeah.
But I will give it a 9 just because it's not completely perfect.
Well, that's why I had said 9.5, because it is it's there. Like
Right.
it just needs like a little bit more
A little bit
chef's
more,
kiss,
a
and
little
it
bit
could
more
have been
fine tuning.
perfect. But overall, it's just I'm excited to watch it again when it comes out on streaming
Right.
services. Like it's a really good movie. I personally like Marvel movies that have a little more action. It did have action, but I need more.
Oh, you need. You said you love Marvel movies and that you need more action.
I said I personally like Marvel movies that have more
Action.
action.
Okay. You're
Um,
saying that you wanted Fantastic Four to have more
just
action.
a little bit,
Yeah.
yeah,
Okay.
and that would have made it more of like a 10 out of 10 for me. Is that they definitely hit home with all the heartfelt like family vibes and
The
togetherness and all of that, and I loved that. But I need more violence.
yeah. Um, I do agree. The story itself was there for me where the action wasn't completely necessary, but
Yeah.
I
Well, and that's why I give it a 9.5. It's not a full point deduction. It's
right.
only a half because if there was a little bit more of the action on top of the storyline, chef's kiss, beautiful. The story takes me there, so I'm good.
I'm taking a point away just because there was a couple things that could have just been fine tuned a little bit more.
Mm.
You know, because a 10 out of 10 has to be like no complaints,
Yeah.
like everything was spectacular, which it's so close. It's just right there. You know,
Yeah.
I'll give it a 9.5 too. I think 9.5 is fair. So revert back 9.5 is my score. I think it's something that
I
people
win.
yeah, I think it's something that people should be excited to go see.
Yeah.
The worst that's going to happen is that you're just going to kind of like it because I've seen some reviews out there where they're like, it was good. They give it like sevens or whatever, but I think it's worth giving it a shot because it made me excited to see what Marvel has to offer again.
Yeah.
And I haven't felt that in a really long time. What was it? Thunderbolts? Thunderbolts was decent. They were getting closer to being really good.
Yeah.
I actually enjoyed it quite a bit. It's not Fantastic Four level good, but
Yeah.
it's still good.
That one's more like a 7.5 to 8 for me. It's still good,
Right.
but it's just not.
It's not this.
It's not
It's
this.
not Fantastic Four.
The story took me places. I
Right.
got emotional, and it's really hard to make me emotional when it comes to like film. Like it just is. You can tell a lot of it's fake. You know,
Yeah.
it's a movie.
Yeah.
So it's hard to
But
get me there,
but
but they
this
took me there.
they take you there. The world that they build is incredible. It's back to the classic comical feel. I think it's really worth checking out. There was a couple of other things that I wanted to say. Oh,
The Thing. He's my
the Thing is your
favorite.
favorite. So I've seen some skepticism of the Silver Surfer being a woman, and some people are questioning that. I understand why, because in a lot of media today, Hollywood is trying to push the
Woke.
woke, not wook.
Woke.
We're not talking about EDM stuff anymore. They're trying to push the woke. I almost said it again. The woke culture, basically saying like women strong and independent and men bad and dumb and stupid. And
Yeah.
I'm pleased and happy to say that wasn't in here.
Mm-mm.
And the woman Silver Surfer was badass and awesome, and all the male characters in the story were also badass and awesome.
Yeah.
And it was back to the roots of just being normal because it's not normal to make women look perfect and say that all men are bad and stupid and misogynistic and it's like just stop. Okay, we're not going to get anywhere if we can't be on the same page. This movie forgets about all that nonsense.
Yeah.
You know, and I support the hell out of it because this is how you show women empowerment. This is how, you know, you show it. It's a great story about motherhood too. This
Yeah.
is how you can show, you know, the strengths of each gender and like family, you know.
Yeah, I really got the heavy vibe of like the motherhood stuff because, like, I don't, like I said, or like you said, I don't want to say too much, but the vibe of the motherhood, like, Moms are strong, dude.
Yeah.
Moms will do anything, hopefully, for
So
the most part, for for their children.
yeah,
And like a good, genuine mom is
a good normal mother will
straight up. Yeah,
move
they
heaven
will
and earth to protect their
their babies.
child. Yeah.
Yeah,
And that was literally the message
that
in the
smacked my
movie.
heart hard as fuck.
Yeah. It's great. If you have a few extra
Just can't.
dollars in the bank account to go out with your family and check this out, I would do it. Go out and watch it. You're gonna have a good time. So 9.5 out of 10. From here, we'll talk a little bit about spoilers. So, spoiler warning. Stop watching now if you don't want it to be spoiled. All right, you ready to spoil
Spoiled milk.
it? Okay, so it's. Do we even want to do a spoiler? Do a deep dive into it? We'll talk about some things that we
Yeah.
will liked. We don't need to talk about every single thing.
I can even just talk about like why it made me emotional or what happened to get me there. Because, like I said, it is very difficult for movies to get me there.
Yeah.
Just media in general is hard to really get me emotional.
So what got you?
It's honestly like towards the end. What started getting me choked up originally was Sue.
Yeah.
Yeah, Sue was definitely fighting for her life, for her baby, and
It was cool to see how powerful she is as a character and still be a part of a team of.
yeah,
So the other characters, Johnny Storm is pretty strong, but he's still not on Sue Storm's level strong.
mm.
Mr. Fantastic is just stretchy. His power kind of sucks.
He's just stretchy.
Yeah, and then the Thing is basically just
He's just a
a,
rock person.
a rock dude. So
I
it's
just
like
really love him because I love his the actor portraying him in this movie really made him very likable. He has his own personality. He just
he's
he's just a cool dude.
and it was cool seeing him be a chef because that actor played in The Bear. I was telling you that in there, and you're like, "Is that the guy from Shameless?" Like, no, he's from The Bear. He was a chef.
There's a lot of chefs in The Bear.
Yeah, but he was the one with the guy from Shameless. He was like his cousin.
I know, but when you say The Bear, I think of the guy from Shameless. He's the only one I remember his face. I don't think of any other chef.
You don't remember seeing his face?
No, I only remember the guy from Shameless.
Okay.
The Thing is great.
Yeah, the Thing is cool. It was funny seeing him grow a beard.
Yeah,
It was
his
kind.
rock beard.
It was kind of weird. It's
I
like,
loved
how are you
it.
growing a beard?
I loved it. I like that's what we were saying about like the corny humor. Like it's corny, but it's funny. It's funny corny. Like even just his beard, like it made me laugh when he walked out because the power cut out and he was shaving his
W-
fucking rock
And
beard.
he was shaving it with like an industrial like rock trimmer thing.
And he had a half of fucking rock beard, and then, Fire Dude was just like, grow it out, man. You look kind of good with the beard, and then he did. He grew it out, and
It kind of
kind of looked really cool.
yeah.
Like a burly rock person.
What else did I really? Oh, Galactus was badass as a
Yeah.
villain. He was cool. I was wondering if he was going to be a little bit more of a force to be reckoned with, like what other powers he really had, because he's really just kind of like a building-sized big dude
Yeah.
that has a ship that consumes planets. I was wondering if they were going to show if he has like telekinesis or like powers to travel between dimensions because he's an eternal being, which I guess in the comics like he does, but they didn't really that's another reason why I'm taking a point off, because they didn't really show the capabilities of a lot of the characters. Like the Silver Surfer, I feel like they didn't really show enough of her changes.
Yeah.
I kind of wish we would, like, we saw a little bit of her thinking about like, should I help out the Fantastic Four or whatever.
Yeah.
I really liked that Johnny Storm wasn't just some lazy idiot that didn't really contribute anything to the team, because in previous iterations of Fantastic Four, that's kind of what Johnny Storm was. He was just like a dimwit that's just a dude that gets hot and he just hooks up with chicks. You know,
Yeah.
he just flames on, and
Yeah.
that's really all he does. But this guy actually figured out a whole language, you
Right.
know, and did something with it, and kind of showed what the Silver Surfer doing is wrong. Like, yeah, you're saving your planet, but you're also destroying uh,
Others.
who knows how many others,
Yeah.
hundreds, thousands, hundreds of thousands, who knows.
Right.
And it was cool to see the humanity still even in the Silver Surfer, and you know, because she's literally just a silver chick on a freaking
Surfboard.
surfboard going around warning people that they're all gonna die and they should have
Yeah.
just embrace each other.
I did like that they showed more of like her backstory, where she came from, her
Yeah,
people, like, because then that really made me understand too that, like, yeah, she's a villain technically, but she was just a normal person at one
yeah,
point too, you
yeah.
know.
And Galactus gave her
So
those
then when she
powers.
had the turnaround, it really made me root for her. Like,
I wish I would have seen, and I wish the fight was just a little bit more.
well, that's what I mean by more action. I do,
I wanted to see I wanted to see him really be a force.
yeah,
You know, like yes, he was cool, he was badass, his voice was cool, and I liked how, you know, he was about to step in the teleporter thing and he's like, clever little bugs, and then he
yeah,
just turns around and goes to trying to get the baby. I've heard some things about the baby though, that it's supposed to be like this eternal force as it gets older, and it's supposed to be the most powerful being in existence, and it kind of, you know, like the if you make something too powerful, there's not much you could do with that. If
yeah,
something could just snap their fingers and just change anything they want, and because like basically in the comics, like the being, I forgot the name of it because I just found out about it today,
mm,
but basically in the comics it could do any power you could think of.
hmm,
So it's just a little, it's like, okay, they nailed the baby stuff perfect because it's still, you know, it revived its mom,
yeah,
but or revived his mom, but it's like, I wonder if they're gonna make Doctor Doom take his power away, and then the Avengers are gonna have to take the power away from Doctor Doom and stop Doctor Doom somehow. I kind of hope it goes that way because I don't
yeah,
want to see a character just be an all powerful god, because then
right,
it creates a lot of plot holes. Because if there's like big world ending stuff, he could just swoop in, just be like, all right, nope, boop, you're gone. You know?
yeah. Well, let's circle back to what got me emotional.
Sorry.
You
I,
used
th-
to it,
I
it's
thought
okay.
I thought we were off that already because we were talking
Well,
about
I
some
didn't
other stuff.
fully answer. I started answering and then we started ranting.
Mm,
But so what actually got me emotional is, yeah, like seeing Sue Storm really fight for her life, for her child, like literally fight for her life. Like she died, you know? Like that fucked me up. And then after the fact, like after the whole fight was over and everything, and they like won and they ran back and found her, him, Stretchy Boy, found her, obviously not alive. It's
yeah.
the man thing. When men get emotional, that's usually what gets me. But he, you could feel his pain,
Yeah.
you know, and even the baby like reaching out for her and like, you know, trying to get to her, like that whole scene, I knew they weren't gonna just kill her off. You know what I mean? Like I knew she was gonna come back somehow.
Mm-hmm.
But just that whole scene, you really feel their pain, and you really just, it just made me emotional. Like that's what got me, was I was getting choked up when she was fighting, because she was really, really putting up all of her to save her child.
It was cool to see how powerful she could be.
Yeah, and that choked me up. But when she was dead and their family, you know, Stretchy Boy and the baby and even the two uncles, like all of them coming together and standing over her and really like, I'm sorry, man, you know, like coming together like that, that made me
Yeah.
emotional.
Yeah, it almost got me a little bit too. You know.
I looked over at him, just like,
Yeah, yeah, she was crying. I had a couple tears coming up a little bit. It was really really heartfelt. I
mm-hmm.
enjoyed I enjoyed all of it. I really did. what else? There was something on my mind that I wanted to talk about. Oh, I also really liked how the Fantastic Four were like the leaders of America, kind of the leaders of the world. It really showed like a sense of togetherness, and I think it sent a good political message. Like, this is to me, I took it as like, this is what our leaders should be, and our leaders,
Bringing us together.
yeah, and our leaders are just not that anymore. And I'm sick of it. I won't get too deep into the political stuff, but I liked seeing that.
Hmm.
It was a nice little breakaway from reality. It does kind of suck though, realizing like
That's what we should be, and we're not.
that like it's a crazy far. It sucks that reality is not that we have leaders that we should respect and care about people and want to bring people together, and getting a little break from what we have now and seeing that was nice. But then the movie's over. It's a almost
Yeah.
2 hour long movie, and then you come back and you're like, here we go, like it just
Because the movie really sucks you in to the point that, like, you
it's
feel like you're part
of
of
the of the
that.
of the world.
And you just feel great. And then, yeah, like, when it's over, and you're like, oh, well, shit.
Yeah, back to
Back to this shit.
yeah, back to this freaking alternate reality that just sucks. Like, why do we have to be in this reality?
Yeah.
Anyway, back to the movie. It's great. It's a good break, and I'm glad I watched it. It was nice to have a movie put me in my feels and actually be funny and know when to be funny and not just put humor in emotional moments and kind of ruin
Ruin it.
it. And
Yeah.
it lets you sit in those emotional moments for a bit. It lets you feel the feelings that you're supposed to feel. It doesn't shove things down your throat. It's what good movies are and should continue to be. And I hope movies go back to that. I want to see more of this,
Yeah,
you
because
know?
it was like an overall good, funny, heartfelt movie, but it literally, like, it changes perspectives too. Like, it just makes you really think about, like you said, like, what we should be
Right.
in life instead of what we are.
Mm-hmm. Nope. And I really, the story of it is actually pretty basic, but it's heartfelt, and it's not that it's nothing we haven't seen before, but it's just done very well. I liked that Mr. Fantastic was talking to Galactus, and Galactus basically asked him to give up his baby so he could save the world. Of course, Mr. Fantastic, being the smartest man on that planet and probably in other civilizations,
Hmm.
he's a literal genius. Of course, he thought about doing it, but he said, no. I'm not going to give up my child to
Yeah.
sacrifice humanity. And Sue Storm
Mm.
went to humanity and said, like, look, we need to come together to figure this out. We're not
We've given you everything.
the speech that she said was moving and
Hmm.
powerful. I wish they would have written in the script that she kind of was not shaming them a bit more for churning on them like they did, but letting them know a little bit more like, we've done everything for you,
Yeah.
and to ask this of us is too big of an ask. We're not going to sacrifice our child for
Yeah.
any reason.
Yeah,
We
because when
don't.
they originally said to them, like, this is what they asked, and we said no,
I knew they were gonna.
they turned.
The people were gonna turn on him. That
Yeah.
was a realistic aspect of it. But
Hmm.
Sue coming back and doing the speech that she did, finding the right words to say, was pretty awesome. It
Yeah.
was moving in a lot of ways. And this script is just fucking tight, man. Like, it's
Yeah.
good.
It's
Like,
really good.
yeah, Kevin Feige and the director of this movie and everyone on this team really sat down at the drawing board and figured this shit out. And
Hmm.
kudos to you guys. I needed that.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I hope more people go and see it, and I hope more people enjoy it. So yeah, that was our review. Go check it out. I love you guys. Thanks for watching.